Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing and Tool Reviews. In this Wash and Talk episode, we're going to do a rinseless wash, a quick one on my truck. We're going to do a 3-month update on Diamond Body from Diamond Protec. It's been on for 3 months. That's an 18-month coating. We're going to see how well it's holding up. I think it's holding up pretty good because it's kind of clean, but it's had rain on it. But last time it rained on it, it looked really good. But it has been kind of neglected because if you've never been on the channel before, we are actually moving our shop. And I will go over that here in just a little bit. But for this video, we're going to be using Phoenix EOD Hydra as our wash solution. And it's 1 ounce per gallon. I usually put 3 gallons of water in my wash solution when I do a rinseless wash. So we're going to use 3 ounces. So there's 2 ounces. And there is 1 ounce. And then what I like to do when I'm making my rinseless wash solution, I'll take my media, whatever it is, whether it's going to be a towel. A lot of times I use just multiple towels, or if I just use one of these sponges, this is Lake Country, I like to put it in here, kind of swirl it around. Oh, that water's cold. And I like to squeeze the mitt while it's in the water to draw all that solution into the mitt. And I like to let it sit for a little bit and let all that stuff get in the mitt. Let it soak it in really, really good. The towels we're going to be using in this video, sorry, I do have a cold. Summer colds are sometimes the worst. We're going to be using Platinum Series. These are their towels here. These are 16 by 16s, and they are a twisted loop on one side and then a flat on the other side. I'm just call that less of a nap, shorter nap on that side. These are fantastic towels. You can get them at Walmart. And then the other ones I'll be using, I have not tried these out yet. So these are the Twisted Terry Corals. So you have like a fleece on this side, and then you have your twisted loop on this side. It says they're good for drying, so we're going to test these out also in this video. I've never used these, and I know that those work really well, so I'm kind of curious. I'm not sure about that other side. We'll see. We'll see what I think of them, but I wish companies wouldn't do this, though. I know they have to do it for their packaging, but then you end up getting these little plastic pieces in there when you have to take this apart. And that's going to scratch your paint if you don't get it all out. That was folded over like that. So where's the other side of that? Okay, I don't see it. There it is right there. Let's see if I would have looked for it. Right there. Sure you guys can... Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. There you go. You got to get that out, because then this side over here is like T-shaped, and that's definitely going to scratch paint. So you got to make sure you get that all out. But I want to test these out. I want to see how well these are going to dry. These are bigger than 16 by 16s. These are, and they usually tell you on here, 18 by 18. So just want to see what these are going to be like on the paint. Also, the fleece side is very, very soft. This side's actually kind of rough for a twisted loop. It may need washed. I'm not the type of person that likes to wash beforehand. That's me. Everybody's going to tell me I'm wrong for that, but I like to use towels when they're brand new. Less chance of linting on the paint when you use them when they're brand new. And then the other thing we're going to be using in this video, and I'm going to take the camera off the tripod to show you guys. I still absolutely love this thing. I use this all the time. This is the Oyuko. I'm not sure. It's an Amazon company. This is what I'll be using. This is considered a portable pressure washer. Go ahead and turn it on. So now it's on. This is the one thing in my video I said I didn't care for, was this thing is like random when it wants to work. But I've not charged it since I made my video, and I've used it so many times. Oh well. I know it's good. It was just on yesterday when I filled it, because I had to fill this up yesterday. I planned on making this video last night, but then we had a storm come through. There you go, 12.2. Still fully charged, and I have washed this truck, my wife's car, my work van multiple times, and it's still fully charged, which is pretty crazy. But I had a limb fall down last night after a storm, and I had to get that all taken care of. Pretty big one. And I had to get that taken care of. Actually, really quick, let's show you the truck. Like I said, it's not super filthy, and you'll be able to see there's watermarks and stuff from rain. Diamond Body has done a fantastic job. I don't know if you can see those watermarks or not. Has done a fantastic job. I really like it. It's really good at bringing the dirt to the bottom of the surface There's some drips there, fingerprints. That's my own fault. I normally don't do that, but the reason I normally use the door handle to close, because my other Ram, I used to always use this, and it actually wore a spot, so I try not to touch that. Kids touching it there. There's more water, but as you see, it's not clean. It's definitely dirty, but we're going to test it out. We're going to see how well this is holding up right now after the 3-month mark. It's been exactly 3 months. And then another video here in the future coming up, which I hopefully am going to make after this video. We're going to be using Diamond Quick Body on it as its maintenance topper after 3 months. I'm going to do my best to give you guys a good angle, but I want to show you something. I'm going to show you something that I probably shouldn't. So, not shouldn't, but this is going to be for my new toolboxes at the new shop. And then I've got stuff literally everywhere in my garage because of the move. All kinds of stuff. So I'm going to try to give you the best view possible without sacrificing my ability to move around and actually wash the truck. Okay. And then as we do like the water test and stuff, which we'll do right here right now, I'll bring you guys in and let you guys take a look at it. And this is just water. I did not put any rinseless wash solution inside of the pressure washer. And by the way, you can find the Phoenix EOD Hydra on my website. I do sell it. If you have a favorite of yours, obviously stick with your favorite. I tell people that all the time. I don't try to sell you something that you don't need. If you have a rinseless wash that you absolutely love, or a soap, or a spray wax, or whatever, and you absolutely love it, there's no reason to change. Stick with what you know. But if you want to look for it, it's on my website. It'll be down in the description of the video. So let's check out the Hydrophobics after 3 months. And this is a dirty panel. We'll check it once I wash it. Yeah, it looks fantastic. Very, very tight water beading. 3 months, and it has been kind of neglected because we're in the middle of a move. We're moving the business. And I have been so busy painting. Yeah, look at that. Nice and tight water beads. Looks really, really good. So we are moving. If you've never been on the channel before, and I don't even know if I've mentioned this to the channel, we are moving our shop. We're not as busy as I was hoping we would be at the shop as far as walk-ins are concerned. And so to me, sorry, I keep walking in front of you, but that's because I don't have a lot of room. To me, the price we're paying per month was not worth it just to store my products, basically. You know, I don't know how I want to state this, but I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe that He works in ways that none of us will ever understand. And that's just my opinion. But I had a building lined up a while back that it was perfect. I mentioned it in one of my Watch and Talk episodes, actually, a while back. And it fell through. And I was really disappointed. By the way, we're putting no toppers on this. I was really, that side doesn't work very well for that. I was really disappointed. I'm just barely wiping on this because I'm not using a drying aid. I was really disappointed that it fell through. And I pray all the time. And I was just like, I don't understand this. Maybe you have something else, you know, lined up for me, and I just don't understand it right now, but I don't get it. You know, just help me find a building, because the business, it's doing okay, but it's not doing great. So that little bit of extra money that I was spending, that I could be saving, sure would have helped out. I don't know if that even makes sense, but anyways, so I was like, we really need something. I really like to have something that's cheaper than what we got now. And we looked, and we looked, and we looked, and we looked for months. We've been looking since last year, basically. And we couldn't find anything. And everything that we did find, I'd call them like, somebody's already got it. So I was just like, man, what in the world, you know? I just don't get it. You know how they say things happen for a reason? I don't believe that. I think things happen because God makes them happen. Hang on a second. Well, one day my wife is at work, and she works at a John Deere dealership in service, and a pastor comes in from actually my brother-in-law's church and shows and mentions that they have this building coming up that needs a lot of work. It's just a 3-car garage. Let's check out this hydrophobics really quick. I mean, this should be just as good, right? Yep. If anything, the Hydra kind of masked it a little bit. It's not as hydrophobic. It did. It actually changed the hydrophobics of the surface. We're going to try that again here in a little bit on something else. I'm going to get a different towel. I need a bigger towel for this hood to be drying. So anyways, he comes in and says, hey, we got a building we're getting ready to put up for lease if you know anybody. And my wife's like, well, actually, yeah, me and my husband, we're looking for a place for our business. And we go and we look at it. And he's like, this is a lot of work because it's a 3-car garage that was not maintained by the previous person that was in there. There's no electricity. There's no bathroom. That's the unfortunate part for me. No bathroom. So when I'm detailing out of it, it's going to be kind of difficult, but we'll manage. But it's $500 less a month than what we're paying now. And I was like, okay, I see why everything fell through. This is exactly what we needed. We needed to save money, not spend more money per month. And I just thought that was so cool. And I think the Lord works in mysterious ways, ways that we will never understand while we're here on earth. And that's just my opinion. That's what I believe in. You guys can take it at that. But we got a new building, and we are moving into it, and I've just been really crazy busy. I don't know what is going on here. Why this is not like wanting to dry. I don't want to put a topper on it because I'm getting ready to put quick body on it. There we go. So, looks good. I mean, Diamond Body, such an incredibly easy coating to use, and I mean, does a great job at protection. I'm not going to say it's super glossy because I don't believe that coatings are giving any gloss. And they might give a little bit, but your correction stage is where the majority of all of your gloss comes from. I gotta wipe this windshield down. I want water spots on it. The windshield has diamond glass on it, which I made an update video not too long ago on. It's looking absolutely incredible. I don't even know where I was at. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Other than, yeah, we got a new building. I think that's about where I was at with that. So look forward to seeing videos on that. We're doing a lot of work to it. We are painting. We are getting it ready. We got the inventory room all ready to go right now. We're getting ready to start moving some inventory. We're kind of doing this in stages. We're taking a few boxes here and there up there. So it's not an all-day move one day and it just, wears everybody out. Doing it quickly. Todd, if you're watching this video, Todd is a subscriber of mine. Really good guy. He lives close by. He's been asking to help. And there's really not much that I can really have you help us with because we're pretty much covered up as it is. We're good to go. We're kind of doing this in spurts. We're not setting a day and time that we're going to start doing this. We kind of, hey, we have an hour now. Let's go up there and start doing some stuff. Or hey, we have 2 hours now between cheerleading practice and gymnastics practice, whatever. Let's go do some stuff. We don't have any set time, so it's really hard to have somebody come help you when you don't know, especially since he lives an hour away. Let's check out this fender now. Look at that. Super hydrophobic. Diamond Body is awesome. Really impressed with all of the Diamond Protect products that I have tried. And it's slick underneath the towel, which is what we all want, or the towel, listen to me, underneath the sponge. And every time that I dip my sponge in there, I rub it against the sidewall and on the bottom. Overspray from the pressure washer. I rub it really good and get anything that might be in it. And I don't have any big, heavy contaminants or anything on this paint that's going to really scratch the surface. These towels are okay. I'm not really caring for them too much. They're kind of stiff for me. Maybe I'll wash them and try them again in the future and see what they feel like. Yeah, this is basically how I do my rinseless washing now. I would love to actually wash outside, but it's too hot, you guys. Way too hot. So I have a drying towel just for wheels because I got my wheels wet doing this. So I just need to, because I already cleaned the wheels. Actually cleaned them yesterday. Let me show you guys what this looks like. I still got some water. I got stuff across the front. I need to go ahead and clean the front, which I won't be able to do on camera because there's not enough space. As you can see it easily, the watermarks cleaned up, obviously, just watermarks. But this truck looks so good ever since I did the paint correction and then did Diamond Body, because I had owned it for almost 2 years before I actually did anything to it. It had been washed 4 or 5 times since I put Diamond Body on, so it hasn't been totally neglected, but it hasn't been washed as much as I would want to wash it in the last 3 months. So I want to try really quick. We're going to pre-rinse this. I want to see what the hydrophobics look like, and then I'm going to wash it, and then we're going to use Hydra, and I'm going to check the hydrophobics again, because Hydra is not supposed to leave anything behind. That's what Phoenix EOD says. It leaves nothing behind, but it seemed to mask the hydrophobics on the hood. So I want to see if it's going to mask the hydrophobics here. I've just never done a water test after using Hydra before in the past, so I guess I just never knew that. But let's see what the hydrophobics look like right now. Still dirty, still water spots and stuff on it. Look at that. It exits stage left. It looks so good. And I knew it was going to. I've seen it rain on the truck. And this is a dirty panel. Works absolutely fantastic. Now, go ahead and wash it. This is the worst part about having like the camera set up, because you're constantly thinking about moving it. At least that's the way I am. And especially talking to the camera and trying to show certain things, you end up getting water spots in your glass and stuff or whatever, because you're neglecting that because you're talking to a camera. That's the only downside to making YouTube videos is the wash processes, whether it's rinseless or a traditional wash, take much longer when you have the camera rolling. Okay, now let's dry it. No drying aid. Dang it, got a lot better than the fender. These towels, for the price of them, they work so good. Like that, it's dry. Better than inside my door handle. Look, you can see where it was wet. These things soak up some water. Hopefully I got you guys in view there. Once again, I got it all over my window. You can use a spray bottle, obviously. That's what I did for the longest time. Doing rinseless washing was just a spray bottle. Works just as good. This is just a little bit faster. So now, let's check it out again. not nearly as fast, and not nearly as round. I mean, you can see it trying to do its thing. It's trying. But nothing like it was before. So Phoenix EOD Hydra does leave something behind. Is it a big deal? No, not to me, not at all. It's still doing its job. It's washing the surface, but it is leaving something behind on the surface, which you kind of have to expect products to do, right? I need to get a bigger towel. You kind of expect, I mean, you got to think you're putting something, a solution, on the paint. It's going to have to leave some type of residue behind. Come on, dummy. Here we go. So these towels are on my website, and they work really, really well. The downside is I can't get them anymore. So the ones I get now are green. They're from Distinctive Details. They're the exact same towels. They work just as good. I'm going to put them on the website here soon. Right now, we're trying to get this move done. You know, honestly, the website to us is more just a bonus. We saw something cool. You know, it's not that big of a deal. It's probably why you notice I don't send out sales stuff. I should be, but I just don't have time. Our business is our truck. We drive around the dealerships and body shops and paint shops and detail shops and sell products. That's where our business, majority of my income comes from. But I will get these on the website eventually. But like I said, in fact, I have one over here. Let me grab it. I'll show you it. This is it. Same towel. Even has the same ends on them where it's kind of like padded on the ends. Same size, same everything, same GSM, and works just as good as the red ones. So, all right, let's keep on going. You know what bothers me more than anything when I'm detailing, especially when I'm making YouTube videos or like this car, I didn't want to use any dry. Every time I've dried it without a drying aid, and I'm a drying aid person because I know the majority of scratches come during the drying process or the wash process, usually the drying process. It bothers me, but since I'm making YouTube videos, we're trying to see how long something lasts, if it's maintained properly. That's why we're going to put Diamond Quick Body on it. That's part of the maintenance of the coating. I have to go without a drying aid. Otherwise, if I add a typical SI2, like my bare arms, to this paint, now I'm putting something on top of it, and we don't really know if it's Diamond Body or if it's bare arms or whatever drying aid I'm using. We don't know if that's what we're seeing. So I don't like not using a drying aid, but that's just part of it. So if you're watching my video, you're like, man, why is he not using a drying aid? All the detailers always say you should use a drying aid, which is true. But when you're a YouTuber and you have to do certain things to check products out, you can't really use a drying aid. Now, as far as the Phoenix EOD is concerned, did it mask it like really bad on the side panels? No. I mean, it wasn't a big deal, right? But it definitely did something. It's definitely leaving something. It's doing something to change the hydrophobics. I don't understand why, because it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to leave anything behind. I'll tell you what, you guys, I love making YouTube videos. I love interacting with all my subscribers. But I'm getting tired of all the BS of YouTube. I mean, everything anymore is a sales pitch. I'm gonna use the top of the sponge to get that mist right there. Everything else anymore is a sales pitch. This is the best product you'll ever use, or this smells amazing, or game changer, or you know, all that stuff. It's not real anymore. Can't believe anything anybody says on YouTube anymore. And I've always said, and I'll say it right now, don't believe everything I tell you. And I say that because I have tried a million products that somebody said, this is the best product you'll ever use. I tried, I'm like, yeah, it's all right. But then I'll try a product, I'm like, man, this is the best product I've ever used as far as whatever it's for. Let's just say a wax, let's say a spray wax. But then I see other people say, nah, it's not very good. So we all have different opinions. So you can't base buying a product off of what I tell you. I can show you what a product does. I can show you how to use a certain, compound or whatever, but the ultimate decision is once you buy it and you try it. So you can't believe all these videos of this is the best smelling, this is a game changer. Have I titled my videos like that before? Absolutely, but that's part of YouTube. But if you ever notice, like if I do that, sometimes it is clickbait. And I've actually, when I used to do live streams, I've had my subscribers tell me that it's okay, do clickbait. We don't care, so I've done it. Of course, I get a lot of bad feedback also when I do that because the video isn't what the clickbait was. But I might say something's a game changer. I might say something this is the best I've ever tried, which could be true. My Diamond Clear glass cleaner, I don't know if you guys can see me. Yeah, my Diamond Clear glass cleaner, I used to hate cleaning glass. Absolutely hated it. Never a fan because it was always my last step and it's always the hardest part for me. And I bought this business and it came with a product company called Distinctive Details. Great company, by the way, fantastic. And they will not sell to you guys. You can call them all day long. They will not sell to you. So those of you that think you can call or email Distinctive Details, they're just going to give you my phone number or my email if you're in my area or your closest rep to you. They're not going to sell you anything no matter how much you beg them to or how much you say you're going to buy. You have to be a authorized distributor. So, because I get a lot of emails from Distinctive saying, this person emailed me this, they want to buy this, and which is fine. I end up contacting the customer, but there's no point in calling them. But their glass cleaner, first time I ever used it, I was like, oh man, that is awesome. And by the way, I did that on the inside there because that's junk. I would not use my regular drying towel inside here, my wheel towel. I was like, that's awesome. But then I was like, man, hang on. I'm selling it, so I want it to be awesome. That was my thought of it. So I went to my dealerships and stuff, and I sold them Diamond Clear, thinking, hey, I told them, hey man, this is the best glass cleaner I've ever used, but I really would like your opinion on it. Tell me whether you like it, whether you hate it, what you like about it, what you don't like about it. And I did that for several months before I launched a video for YouTube, because they all told me the same thing that I said about how great it is. It's such a good glass cleaner. It's on my website. You guys can find it there. If you have a favorite glass cleaner, stick with that. You don't need to buy mine. But I wanted to make sure that what I was seeing was correct when it came to the Diamond Clear before I made my video talking about how I think it's the best out there. And all my dealerships that I went to, that I sold it to, the next time I saw them, they'd buy multiple cases. I sell so many cases of Diamond Clear, it's not even funny, which is a good thing. But they all say it's better than the Stoners. It's better than all the other ones that they have tried. Now there's other Diamond Cleaners, there's other glass cleaners out there that I've never tried. That may be better than Diamond Clear. I don't know. But Diamond Clear is a fantastic product. But where I was going with that is I'm just sick and tired of the way YouTube is now. The detailing community on YouTube, it's very difficult. Sorry, I'm gonna have to do it like this so you guys can at least just see me. It's very difficult to compete against big money. Let's just say that. These guys that are starting these huge companies, they're not starting them, they're financed. I did not finance my company. I paid for it all out of my pocket. And that's the reason I'm not a very big company. I get it. It's part of the game, right? I paid for this company out of my pocket. Everything that's on my truck came out of my pocket to begin with. Now it's out of the business pocket, obviously. But I didn't go, sign contracts or get financing from a company just so I could, $1 million worth of financing, whatever, just so I could sell some detailing products. And I'm going to get a lot of hate for this comment. I'm probably going to get a lot of emails, Instagrams, whatever, but I really don't care anymore. I'm past caring. If you have to have a big name on your website in the YouTube world to start your website, you're doing something wrong. because without that big name, you wouldn't be selling crap. And you know how I know that? Because it's me. I started my website. I actually wasn't planning on starting a website. I just said, hey, let's start a website. And my sales were okay to begin with, but it wasn't crazy. But I didn't have any big names. I didn't, go out and get Ammo NYC, which obviously you wouldn't do it. I'm just saying, just for example, one of the biggest names, or the Detail Geek, that has the most subscribers, is, hey man, I want you to sell your product line on my website because that brings millions of people to hundreds of thousands, let's say hundreds of thousands people immediately to your website. So really, I would rather be successful because I earned it versus getting lucky. That's just me. And yes, everybody knows who I'm talking about. I'm sure they're going to watch this video now because somebody's going to say, man, Fab was talking smack. I really don't care at this point. It's just a big bro circle anymore. Everybody's praising their products, all their live streams. They go out and thing is they've never invited me, which is fine. I really don't care. They never even reached out to me to say, hey, let's do a live stream together, blah, 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 blah. But everybody else does live streams with them. So it's really wild. And the marketing's smart. I'll give them that. It is smart. But to grow your business off somebody else's back, in my opinion, pretty crappy way to do it. I don't know how you can sit and look in the mirror at nighttime and say, man, look what I did. Now, actually, the money you got financed by this big company that finances all these other guys, he got you started, and then you brought a big name on. So what did you actually do? And their product development research for years. They've been YouTubers for a few years. Very low subscriber count when they started their business. Man, this has gone off the rails. Yeah, I'm going to lose a lot of subscribers. I'm going to get a lot of hate mail. But I'm so tired of the two-face circle jerk, the bro circle that they have. Everybody pushing their products. You have to buy their products. You have to buy this product. You have to buy that product. This is the best in the world. You won't find anything better. 100%. We've done all the research. Ours are the best products ever. I mean, come on. I mean, look at Adams, look at Griot's, look at all these companies that they started their company. They made their company successful. And I'm not jealous. I'm not. You guys may take it as that. I care less. My business is doing good enough for me to survive. We're making decent amount of money just with the dealerships and stuff that I can do this for my living. So this is a Tuesday, or actually this is Wednesday, and I'm off work because I can. I'm actually, because I'm sick too, but I'm off work because it's doing well enough that I don't have to do that. And the new shop, I'm gonna be able to detail out of. So it's not nearly as big as this garage that I'm in now, but I'll be able to detail out of the new shop and hopefully make more money. And the goal is to end up detailing possibly full-time ceramic coatings, that type of stuff, and try to make even better money to where I don't really have to stress so much and maybe hire somebody to run my route. So let me get you guys set up in their spot. So this camera angle is going to be terrible, but like I said, I have zero room in my garage right now, but I do need to take a break. So you know what I'm going to do. That's right, Cherry Pepsi. I was saying, I didn't bring my water with me. I was saying that the business is making plenty of money, which it is. I don't base my success off of how much money I'm making. I don't need a lot of money to live. Now, do I have a lot of stuff that costs me money? Yeah, and stuff that I probably don't need, like my motorcycle. I can live without that. I can live without a lot of stuff. And I'm just as guilty as anybody else for thinking that I need that when I really don't. And I'm trying. I don't even know if this is going to fit. Dang. I don't need that to survive. You know what I mean? It's fun, but if I lose it tomorrow, I really don't care. I'd be upset, yeah. But you're gonna go back to the Bible. The Bible says money is the root of all evil. It also says that you shouldn't care about the things you own. You shouldn't care about the clothes on your back. And I'm just as guilty. I like to have name brand stuff, shoes and all that stuff, but I mean, the Bible talks about it. He takes care, of the birds. Why wouldn't he take care of you? So the money, when people are gonna say, well, he's jealous, I'm talking about that other company because they're making a lot more money. And that's actually not reality for me. I really don't care. As long as I make enough money to survive, which I am, I'm happy. We're able to take family vacations. We're able to do things that other people can't do. And I'm very grateful and blessed because of that. So it literally has nothing to do with jealousy. And people aren't going to believe me when I say that. That's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm ranting on about this, but it's weighed on me for a while. I really wanted to actually put a full YouTube video out. Man, this is not easy to do. How in the world am I going to do this? Talking about it, but I'm not trying to take business away from anybody or hurt somebody's business. I'm just speaking from my point of view, is all I'm doing. And I'm going to turn a lot of people off now because of it. But in my opinion, if I do, it means you're part of the bro circle. And you're afraid to make somebody mad or upset somebody that really, if you disappear tomorrow, they don't care. He doesn't care. Neither one of them care. Their life goes on. So why are people so afraid to talk about their products? Which is fine. I've never tried any of their products. So everybody knows who I'm talking about. I made a video on my glass cleaner showing that it can do the same thing as theirs, but mine was more than half the price less. And they got mad. They sent me their glass cleaner. I have it over there. I have used it. I mean, it's good. I never said it was bad. That's the thing. In my video, I said, hey, I haven't tried their product, but I'm sure it's good, especially since stoners had something to do with it. But they got all upset. But here's the thing. For a couple years that they were on YouTube before they started the business, they would say other companies' products are bad. But now the shoe is on the other foot. And they don't like that. So that's just the two-face that I hate. You can bash somebody else's products. Like if somebody told me, Fab, your bare arm sucks. I'm like, okay, what don't you like about it? What can I change? I wouldn't have a group. And if I say somebody says something about my product's bad, I kick them out of the group because that's what happens in their groups. You can't talk any negativity about their products. And that just, I don't know, guys, it rubs me the wrong way. Maybe I'm being childish. I don't know. Something. I just felt water hit my leg. Water coming out of this? No? They rub me the wrong way, man. And I have a very good sense of how good somebody is. I was in law enforcement. I worked in a prison for 5 years. But that's one thing about me is that I've always had a very good sense about people. And when I think somebody's shady, 9 times out of 10 they are. Now I think Jamie's all right. I'm just going to go ahead and you guys know what I'm talking about anyways. I think Jamie's all right. I think Eddie's kind of... You ever see him on live streams? He makes live streams very difficult for whoever's live stream he's on, whether it's his own or somebody else's. Bashing people products, making fun of people. He used to do that all the time. All the time. And I know that because one of my friends was on one of his live streams. And he got off. He's like, you ain't going to believe the way he treated me on a live stream. So I watched it. I was like, man. And then they were on a live stream one time bashing his tire shine. And I'm like, hang on a minute. They don't want anybody talking about their stuff, but they talk about everybody else's stuff. And that kills me. And the thing is, here's the thing. And none of you are going to believe me when I say this. Well, people that know me will believe it. I wish them all the success in the world. I want everybody to be successful. It doesn't happen for everybody, but I want everybody to be successful, myself included. I just think that I would rather be successful on my own merit. Okay, so all I got left now is the roof. And that's it, which I really can't show you guys. Gosh, I don't even know if I'm gonna put this one out. I talked way too much, and it's not really talking smack. So that's the way it's gonna seem. It's just my opinion. It's my point of view, outside looking in, seeing all these live streams, seeing the bro circle, seeing all the videos. Everybody is now intertwined with them, which I understand. When a company takes off and they're big, everybody wants to be involved. But they had to have a big name to get it started. Maybe that's where I went wrong. Maybe I'm looking at this all wrong. Maybe I should be looking at it as like, man, Brian, you should have done what they did. You should have brought a big name on when you started your website. Maybe that was the smart thing to do. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe you guys can tell me. Maybe, Brian, you're being stupid. This is childish. Just stop. But it's just the way that I'm seeing things. It's the way that my mind is processing that. Yes, they got lucky, but at the same time, they were smart in what they did. But every video you see praises their products. Certain channels that used to do other videos, products of other videos, now it's just videos on what they sell. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. YouTube isn't what it used to be, and that's one of the reasons that I've changed the channel name from. I don't know if you guys can. Let me see if you guys can see where I'm going. I need to dry this wheel. Well, I changed the channel name from Fab Automotive Detailing to Fab Automotive Detailing and Tool Reviews because I love tools. I was a mechanic most of my career, and I love tools, so I like reviewing them. Do they get me views? No, they really don't give me reviews, or views. Listen to me, views, not reviews. I don't get very many views, but I don't care because those are videos that I really like to make, and that's the whole purpose of YouTube. YouTube is about videos you want to make. It's why it's called YouTube, not videos that other people want you to make. So when companies reach out to me, and let's just say on my scanners, I've made a lot of scanner videos here lately. When they reach out to me, one of the first things they ask is, what do you charge, or we're willing to pay? And you know what I say every single time? As long as you send it to me for free, I don't say I'm gonna give you a good review. In fact, there's a scanner over there right now that I'm not making a video on. I told them they're not happy about it. I said, but I can't stand behind the scanner. I can't. If you send it to me for free, that's good enough. I mean, that's I would have had to buy it. That's money that I didn't have to spend. And then they always ask me, every company, we're going to give you an affiliate link so you can make money. And I always tell them, give me an affiliate link, but I don't care about making the money. That's not what it's about. I'm not making money off the backs of my subscribers by making a video about your product. And then when they go buy it, I make 10% or 5% or 15%. And every time they're like, what? Nobody's ever said that to us before. That's just me. I'm not here to make the money off your guys' backs. Now, if you want to buy products from me, obviously I'm making some money off of your back because you bought products off my website. But I don't push my products. If you think about it, how many videos have you seen of mine? And I'm going to adjust this camera up. How many videos have you seen of mine, me pushing my products? You probably haven't seen too many because I don't put many out. Because I think when I start pushing my products, everybody sees the bias because obviously I want my products to sell. So I'm going to say my products are the best or this is that. But obviously you guys saw earlier in this video, I said, if you have your favorite glass cleaner, you don't need to buy mine. So once again, I'm not trying to make money off your guys' back in that sense. But if I made every single video of mine about products that I sell on my website, for one thing, the channel would go downhill. And two, I wouldn't get to try products from other companies for you guys to be able to try once I try them, like if I like them, or like the bottle video I made not too long ago, or scanners, or just any review that I make is always my honest opinion. You can take it or leave it at that, whether you believe it's honest or not. I'm always giving you guys my honest opinion when I'm making a video. And I want to make videos that you guys are going to like and products that you guys are going to want to buy. Because if I tell you a product's good and you buy it and you hate it, you're not going to like me, right? You're going to tell other people you don't like me. So I would never, ever want that. But I don't charge for videos. They always want to know how much I'm charging. I never charge for videos, and I never want affiliate money, ever. Give me a link, give me a discount code, let my subscribers have it, let them buy it, but don't send me the money. You make that money yourself because you earned it, it's your business. I don't do that like all these other YouTube channels do. And maybe I'm wrong there too. Maybe I should be doing that, making more money, but that's not me. I can't do that. I can't do that to you guys, and I always want to be upfront, honest with you guys about stuff. So anyways, this wash and talk video may not even come out. You guys may not even see it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. But if you guys did like the video, if it was helpful, which it probably wasn't because I really didn't do a whole lot to show you guys, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Join the Fab family. We'd love to have you. We'll see you next video.